Hi there, I'm Andrea Leonard, and I am a personal trainer, a cancer survivor, and studying and completing my master's in functional nutrition this summer. And I wanted to share with you my own personal review of the Gaia Immune Mushroom Blend, which I've been taking actually since last semester per recommendation of my professor. But it's important to understand how to read a label. And I started off by going online to the website. And the first thing that the website says is it supports the body's immune defense to maintain well-being. With reishi, cordyceps, turkey tail, shiitake, and chaga mushrooms. Okay, so that sounds enticing. We know that mushrooms have been used for centuries in traditional medicine. And then what I'm also looking for is the quality of the mushrooms, the amount, what each individual type of mushroom offers and what the side effects are. It does say that there is 100% of mushroom extract, no fillers, no starch, no grains, or mycelium. So if you're allergic, if you're gluten intolerant, right off the bat, you're like, okay, that's great. I read on. Then, and remember, we're still talking about the website. It says not for use during pregnancy or lactation. If you have a medical condition or take medications, please consult with your doctor before use. So that's about it. And then they go a little bit further and say it does not contain corn, dairy, gluten, peanuts, shellfish, soy, sugar, tree nuts, or yeast. So you get that from the website. Now, I did my own research breaking down each of the types of mushrooms, as well as beta glucans, which there's 99 milligrams of that in here. So when we look here, you've got 425 milligrams of a proprietary mushroom blend. And proprietary is always, it leaves room for concern because you want to know what's in there. Well, on each of these, it says that it is organic. And actually, like I said, my professor recommended this particular brand. So I felt confident in giving it a try, not having done this research previously. And now I realize how important it actually is to look at all of the aspects of a supplement. So let's talk about beta glucans. What are they? They act as an immunomodulating agent, which means it helps to fight disease. And they do this by activating innate immune cells. So this sets off adaptive immune cell responses that inhibit tumor growth and metastasis, which is when cancer spreads to a different part of the body from where it started. And that's really important to me in my line of work because I educate health and fitness professionals to work with cancer patients and survivors. And my mom also has stage 4 breast cancer right now. So there have been studies done on people with certain types of cancer. One in particular showed that when it's used with chemotherapy, it can actually help with gastric cancer to help people to live longer. They've also showed that people with cervical and head and neck cancer may benefit from increased survival time, even when they have advanced cancer. And early evidence shows that the supplement's immune boosting abilities may also be helpful to people with AIDS and can lower the risk of infections after surgery and trauma. So that all sounds pretty good to me, and I didn't find anything regarding negative side effects. There was another benefit in that is that it's high in fiber, and it can help you to feel fuller, so you eat less, and it may make you lose weight. Now, that's not why I was taking it. For me, it was about the immune benefits, but hey, I'll take the weight loss too if that happens. Really important to note, though, that supplement ingredients and quality vary widely from maker to maker. Therefore, it is very hard to set a standard dose. So we're just going to go with the fact that they say they have 99 milligrams, and there doesn't seem to be anything bad about that dosage. Some of the issues, and this is with larger amounts, which again, you may have to do a little trial and error, but soluble forms of beta glucans that are made from yeast or fungi appear safe when taken by mouth. Side effects can include diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. So obviously, if you are experiencing those side effects, you might be taking too much of it. And some may not be safe to take if you have certain health conditions. So really important before taking any supplement to talk to your doctor, but in particular, if you have AIDS or AIDS-related complex, diabetes, or high blood pressure. And if you're taking blood pressure medications or drugs that suppress the immune system or non-steroidal medications, make sure to consult with your doctor. So again, vegan, organic. Initially, this sounds great. And now I wanted to dig a little bit deeper into each of these types of mushrooms, which is quite fascinating. Shiitake mushrooms have been used for centuries in traditional Chinese and Japanese medicine. And they're low in calories. They have a comparable amino acid profile to that of red meat. So it makes it a really great vegetarian or vegan protein source. And you'll see people eating like a shiitake burger. I personally do not like mushrooms. They are on my no-eat list. So this is a great way to get the health benefits from mushrooms without actually eating them. So because they are high in fiber, again, they're going to fill you up. They provide a source of polysaccharides, copper, B5, selenium, zinc, and vitamin D, all important for maintenance of our health and well-being. They activate the immune system, reduce inflammation, and can reduce the risk of disease and illness. So I'm going to go back to the fact that those with an autoimmune disease should definitely consult with their physician before taking this or any other form of shiitake mushrooms. They may help to lower blood pressure and cholesterol, may slow cancer growth and keep it from spreading. It improves energy, may keep hair from thinning and improve skin health. Also, from the external cosmetic side of things, those are all bonuses as well. Consuming large quantities can actually increase white blood cell count. So you have to be really careful when you're going out in the sun, as it can increase skin sensitivity. And this can bring on something called shiitake dermatitis. And interestingly enough, this can also be avoided by cooking the mushrooms rather than eating them raw. So there's no way of telling. I assume these are raw, but we can't really differentiate with that, and I couldn't find it on their website. Shiitake mushrooms don't have any known reactions with other prescription or over-the-counter medications. So check, we're good on the shiitake. Next, we have turkey tail, and it is known worldwide for its medicinal benefits, including the ability to enhance the immune system. Loaded with antioxidants, and it promotes the release of immunoprotective proteins, such as interferon Y, while inhibiting the release of pro-inflammatory enzymes. So reducing inflammation and increasing your body's own immunoprotective abilities, which, hey, I'm all about that. Now, Crestin, which is called PSK, and polysaccharide peptide, or PSP, are two types of polysaccharopeptides that are found in turkey tail, and they promote immune response by activating and inhibiting specific types of immune cells. They also suppress inflammation. And that's another really important thing for me, not only in disease prevention, but dealing with things like tendinitis, bursitis, any of the itises that are the result of inflammation. And if you work out a lot and may overtrain, this is a side benefit to that. And because of their ability to naturally strengthen the immune system, they're commonly used as anti-cancer agents in conjunction with surgery, chemotherapy, and or radiation to enhance their efficacy. Primarily right now, we're seeing this in countries like Japan and China. Takes a little bit more to get through the FDA in the United States. And turkey tail also contains prebiotics that balance the healthy bacteria in the gut and maintain a healthy immune system. And the gut is linked to your overall body health. If you have dysbiosis in your gut, it can lead to dis-ease, or obviously disease. A study in patients with HPV, or human papillomavirus, found that 88% of participants treated with turkey tail experienced the clearance of HPV. And HPV is also linked to cervical cancer, and in some cases now we're seeing it with esophageal cancer. It has antibacterial qualities that can inhibit the growth of Staphylococcus and Salmonella. Bonus. And it's been shown to increase energy, decrease fatigue, lower blood sugar levels, and improve insulin resistance. So especially if you're perhaps struggling with obesity, you're pre-diabetic, this could have some great benefits for you as well. But one of the side effects is gas, abdominal bloating, and dark stools when you're consuming turkey tail. And when it's used as an adjuvant, which means in conjunction with cancer treatment, particularly chemotherapy, nausea, vomiting, and loss of appetite have been reported. But that goes without saying with chemotherapy alone, so I don't know that they can link that directly to the turkey tail. Next in line, we have reishi mushrooms. And they date back as far as, 221 to 206 BC. And they were used to treat neurasthenia, insomnia, anorexia, dizziness, chronic hepatitis, hypercholesterolemia, coronary heart disease, hypertension, altitude sickness, carcinoma, cancer, and bronchitis in the elderly. But there's more recent research into reishi biologic activities and the nutritional and therapeutic benefits that include prevention of diabetes, hypertension, hypercholesterolemia, cancer, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antioxidant, anti-tumor, cardioprotective, hepatoprotective, which protects the liver, and an immunomodulator. It also contains large quantities of water-soluble proteins, 18 types of amino acids, 3.5 grams of dietary fiber per 100 grams of mushroom, significant amounts of phosphorus, sulfur, and other trace minerals, and it is a rich source of riboflavin, niacin, and thiamine. Pretty impressive. Also a great source of B1, B2, B6, beta-carotene, vitamin C, D, and E. Unfortunately, there's very little research on the toxic effects of these mushrooms. There is a little bit of evidence on the hepatotoxic effects, which means that it's toxic to the liver. But there's not a whole lot. There needs to be more studies on this. However, I think we're talking about higher quantities. And because not all of the species produce the same benefits, that's another reason that it warrants more traceability and authenticity in this particular species. Next, we move on to cordyceps. You'll like this. For those of you who are menopausal, or even men, as your testosterone is lowering as you age, it improves your sex drive. It's been used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine, not only for sex drive, but to treat fatigue and kidney disease. And it increases the production of ATP, which is called adenosine triphosphate. And this can improve your VO2 max during exercise if you're a non-athlete. But if you're already an athlete, you may not see as much improvement because you're already performing at a high level. Lots of antioxidants found in cordyceps that are also shown to improve memory, mentioned sexual function, fight cell damage, neutralize free radicals. So free radicals are what's kind of floating around our body and harming us. If you've ever heard of oxidative stress, this is over time can cause changes in your DNA, somatic changes, so it's not genetic. And so we want to get rid of those free radicals. And that also has anti-aging benefits. Another bonus, cordyceps have been shown to prevent and slow the growth of many types of human cancer cells, and that includes lung, colon, skin, liver, and lastly, cancer of the lymphatic system, or better known as lymphoma. Because cordyceps is very expensive, most supplements contain a synthetic version called cordyceps CS4. And in this particular bottle, it says that it is organic, and it looks like it is from the fruiting body. So that was really good to know as well. And there's very little research on the safety of cordyceps in humans, but the fact that it's been used for centuries in Chinese medicine, as well as being approved by the Chinese government for use in hospitals, I think it's fairly safe to say that it's okay for use as a natural drug. And then we have chaga mushrooms, and they have been used also in traditional medicine, but in Northern European countries to boost immunity and overall health, treat diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. And if you drink chaga powder with water, it releases its medicinal properties. Now, obviously, we're talking about capsules, but just kind of an interesting little tidbit there. It's often grated into a fine powder and used as an herbal tea, so you could probably find that also at a health store. And it's purported to be low in calories, extremely high in fiber, so moving things through your GI system. And that's also important in reducing your risk for colon cancer, stomach cancer, because the longer the waste is in there, it has the potential to become carcinogenic or cancer-causing. It may also prevent the production of harmful cytokines, reduce inflammation, and disease risk. And this is incredibly relevant, however, in a test tube study when they used it with the antioxidant triterpene. It prevented the growth of cancer in the human liver, lung, breast, prostate, and colon cells. So that's some pretty great news for the future with more research needing to be done. Chaga may lower blood sugar and cholesterol levels, reducing the risk of diabetes and heart disease. But few, if any, studies have been done to determine its safety or its appropriate dosage. It can interfere with other medications, potentially causing harmful side effects like insulin and blood thinning medications are prime examples that you must consult with your doctor. Chaga should be avoided by pregnant or lactating women, but we already established that at the very beginning, just based on the overall supplement and what they said on the website. But also those with immune disorders should consult with their physician before taking it. So I personally give this an A. I won't go as far as an A+. I'm sure there are some things that could be improved upon. But once again, Gaia Immune Mushroom Blend.